Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about properties of integers. These are the properties of integers: closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, identity property, inverse property, and zero property. Now, let's discuss each properties. Closure property. If two integers that are added or multiplied remain as integers, so that is closure property. So for example, 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Negative 2 plus 4 is equal to 2. Negative 4 plus negative 4 is equal to negative 8. As you can see, in this example, you are adding two integers and that two integers came up with integers as an answer. Another example is 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Negative 2 times negative 3 is equal to 6. 2 times negative 5 is equal to negative 10. In this given, the two integers that being multiplied, the answer is also integers. So when we say closure property, you are adding or multiplying two integers and their answer remain as integers. Next property is the commutative property. Changing the order of two numbers being added or multiplied does not change the value. Example, 3 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 3. In this given, we change the order of 3 and 4. In the left side, it's 3 plus 4. And in the right side, it is 4 plus 3. But even though we change its order, it doesn't change its value because 3 plus 4 is equal to 7 and 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Another one, 8 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 8. So, if we simplify the given, 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. And 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. Next example, 5 times 3 is equal to 3 times 5. 5 times 3 is equal to 15 and 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So again, the result doesn't change the value. Next is 4 times 6 is equal to 6 times 4. 4 times 6 is equal to 24 and 6 times 4 is equal to 24. So remember, when we say commutative property, changing the order of two numbers being added or multiplied, it won't affect to its value. Next property is associative property. So when we say associative property, changing the groupings of numbers that are being added or multiplied does not change the value. Example is, quantity 3 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus quantity 4 plus 2. In this given, we change the groupings of the number that are being added. In the left side, 3 and 4 was inside the parentheses, while in the other side, 4 and 2 was inside the parentheses. But if you simplify the given, it will become 7 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 6, because 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Bring down 2. Then 3 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. That's why it's become 3 plus 6. Now, 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. And 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. So, as you can see, the result does not change. Another example is 3 times quantity 5 times 2 is equal to quantity 3 times 5 times 2. So, again, we change the groupings that being multiplied. So, if we simplify it, bring down 3, then multiply the number or the integers inside the parentheses. So, 5 times 2 is equal to 10. and equal 3 times 5 is equal to 15, then bring down 2. Then after that, 3 times 10 is equal to 30. And 15 times 2 is equal to 30. So as you can see, they have both 30 as an answer. So that is associative property. Changing the groupings of numbers being added or multiplied does not change the value. Next property is distributive property. When two numbers have been added or subtracted and then multiplied by a factor, the result will be the same when each number is multiplied by a factor and the product are then added or subtracted. For example, 2 quantity 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4. From the word distributive, ibig sabihin, i-distribute mo siya sa bawat isa. So, in this given, 2 is a factor. You are going to multiply 2 in the integers inside the parentheses. So, 2 multiplied by 3, that's why we have 2 times 3. Plus, because the operation in here is addition. Then again, multiply 2 times 4. That's why we have 2 times 4. So, we distribute 2 in each integers inside the parentheses. Now, let's check if we come up with the same answer. In the left side, simplify first inside the parentheses. So, it will become 2 quantity 7. And in the other side, 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And 2 times 4 is equal to 8. That's why we have 6 plus 8. Now, 2 times 7 is equal to 14. And 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. So, they are equal. Another example in this property, 2 quantity 3 minus 4. So, dito naman, subtraction ang gagawin natin. So, again, distribute natin yung 2 sa nasa loob ng parentheses. That's why it become 2 quantity 3 or 2 times 3 minus 2 quantity 4 or 2 times 4. Minus dahil subtraction ang operation dito. Now, simplify. Bring down 2 in this side. Then, 3 minus 4 is equal to negative 1. So, 2 times negative 1 is equal to 6 minus 8 because 2 quantity 3 or 2 times 3 is equal to 6 and 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Now, 2 times negative 1 is equal to negative 2 and 6 minus 8 is equal to negative 2. Another property is identity property. It states that the sum of any number and 0 is the given number and 0 is the additive identity. So for example, 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. Negative 5 plus 0 is equal to negative 5. As you can see in this example, any number that added by 0, the answer is that given number. Another one, identity property states that the product of any number and 1 is the given number. And 1 is the multiplicative identity. For example, 1 times 7 is equal to 7. And 1 times negative 8 is equal to negative 8. So remember that identity property is if you add 0 to any number, the answer is that number. And 0 is the additive identity. And if you multiply any number to 1, the answer will be that given number. And 1 is the multiplicative identity. Next is the inverse property. So when we say inverse property, it states that the sum of any number and its additive inverse is 0. The additive inverse of any A is negative A. So again, pag sinabi nating additive inverse, kung positive siya or positive integer siya, yung additive inverse nun ay negative integers. So, for example, 4 plus negative 4 is equal to 0. Kung ang 4 ay positive, yung additive inverse nun ay negative 4. So, if you are going to add that two integers or that given number and its additive inverse, the answer is 0. Another one is negative 7 plus 7 is equal to 0. So, when we say additive inverse, siya ay opposite ng given. So, kung positive ang given, ang opposite nun ay negative. And if you get the sum of that number and its additive inverse, the answer is 0. And also, inverse property states that the product of any number and its multiplicative inverse is 1. The multiplicative inverse of any A is 1 over A. So, for example, 5 times 1/5 or 1 over 5 is equal to 1. And negative 6 times 1 over negative 6 is equal to 1. Remember that any number that is multiplied to its multiplicative inverse, the answer is 1. Last property is the zero property. So, it states that the product of any number and 0 is 0. So, for example, 8 times 0 is equal to 0. Negative 9 times 0 is equal to 0. So, when we say zero property, it is multiplying any number and 0 and you will get 0 as an answer. So, now, it's your turn. You can pause the video to answer the activity. Now, let's check. So, next lesson, converting decimals to fraction. Thank you for watching.